From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your evening weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Well, we sure hope you had a great Tuesday. As we get into our Wednesday, it looks like we're a little bit more sunshine on the way. Can't rule out a couple of passing showers still, but not a lot of activity. And really, to be honest with you, not a lot of rain expected over the next couple of weeks. Let's take you to the maps and talk about your forecast as we get started on our Wednesday morning. It's going to be nice and quiet. It's going to be comfortable around the area as well. We're going to start off in the mid-60s. We'll likely have some patchy, dense fog around the area as well. We've had that over the last couple of days. I actually think Thursday morning we could actually have potentially a little bit more fog thanks to a little bit of an inversion taking place. But temperatures will climb into the low 70s as we get into the lunch hour on Wednesday. We'll talk about those high temperatures in just a moment. Again, some fog and some clouds hanging out with us to get the day started on Wednesday. But we do have that northwesterly flow. We got a frontal boundary moving its way into the area, but it's moisture starved. So we just don't see a lot of precipitation with this frontal boundary. The winds will shift to the north. It's going to usher in some slightly drier air, not a lot, but I will say, if you're longing for some solid fall weather, stay tuned. I've got some information for you might want to know. All right, so again, just a couple of spotty showers throughout the day on Wednesday, not a whole lot. Temperatures will be back into the upper 70s to low 80s with some low to mid 70s along the Cumberland Plateau. So really nice fall weather on the way. If we could just drop the humidity a little bit, it would be nearly perfect. And get some sunshine, of course. So there's our frontal boundary through the day on Wednesday. High pressure builds into our north on into our Thursday. We do have another frontal boundary heading our way as we get into our Friday, Saturday time frame. Again, that doesn't bring us a whole lot of moisture. As high pressure aloft shifts off to our southeast, we'll get a little bit of a return flow from the southeast, but it just doesn't produce a lot of precipitation. So your rainfall outlook over the next 7 days, pretty lackluster. Higher elevations likely the best locations to see any sort of rainfall. And as we look ahead, we talked about this earlier today, but as we look ahead all the way through the middle part of the month, some very dry air is going to start to settle its way on in. So October is going to be playing out like October should play out, and which is the driest month of the year. So rain chances are minimal at best. Again, I've kept about a 10 to 20% chance some days, and most of those days are going to be across the mountain counties as we get that northwesterly flow taking shape. And that should be about the extent of it. Here's something I want to pass along. Dew points are going to stay in the 60s all the way through the weekend. So elevated. So our morning lows will be in the 60s, right? So because the temperature can and never will drop below the dew point number. But as we get that weekend cold front to come on through, here comes some drier air. Dew points actually drop down into the 30s. Watch how this all plays out. This is amazing. We pick up our timeline here next week. So this is a look at next week, and you'll see this dry air mass settle its way on into the area. And as it does so, it may actually be with us all next week. That means dew points will be in the 30s and 40s. That means our morning lows will be even cooler, or rather sweatshirt or sweater weather. This is what I'm talking about. Morning lows will stay in the 60s all the way through Saturday. Sunday, we're down into the 50s. Not bad. 50s on Monday. Maybe some 40s for morning low temperatures by next Tuesday. All right, now we can go and get those pumpkin spice lattes. That's what I'm talking about. High temperatures, average high is 78. We'll be trending a little bit above average through Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we start to come down pretty comfortable. Monday's going to be great. Sunny and 75, it looks like. And maybe sunny and 72 by next Tuesday. Again, this is music to my ears. Make sure you stay on top of the latest weather forecast as we continue through the fall months. We've talked tropics, we talk low temperatures, high temperatures, dew points. We talk about it all and how the weather is going to affect us here in East Tennessee. So the East Tennessee Weather app is all weather all the time, right here in our own backyard. It's 100% free. And if you're heading off on fall break, of course, you can add a location right there on the top of the screen of the app, whatever vacation destination you may be going to. And then while you're on vacation, before you head home, check on those daily forecast weather updates right there at the top of the screen. That will give you everything you need to know for weather as you come back to East Tennessee. We sure hope you have a great night. Join us for Wake Up with the Witcher, starting off at 7 o'clock in the morning, and all East Tennessee weather platforms will be updated by 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Have a great night.